Jonathan, what were the key lessons you learned from developing and growing Digitary?
I think one of the really key ones was around team. I mean, it's just no person, no matter how good they are, has all the capabilities to do everything themselves. And even if they did, you know, working on your own, you're going to go down some blind alleys. The dynamic and the bouncing off business partners, in my case with Andy, is incredibly valuable because we keep each other honest. And it's worth sharing the upside in order to get that benefit more and more than worth it. I think the second thing I talk about is trying to keep focused, for good or for bad, on one particular area. We're still a small company. We'll get bigger, but that getting bigger will be based on keeping very, very focused on a particular requirement in a particular sector, because we can become very, very expert in that sector. We can be perceived as being the obvious choice addressing that need despite the fact of our size. So even if we're talking to a multinational, we're seen as having an expertise that they don't have, and they may have thousands and thousands and thousands of employees. So there's huge value in that for all sorts of reasons. We can get expert in it, we won't get distracted from it. Having said that, you do need to keep an eye to potential other things and certainly areas into which you might grow. I think the third thing I'd say is around managing perception. So if you're growing out of Ireland, we have a thing as a country that perhaps we're not prophets in our own land. So we got quite active early into the UK and into Europe and with the European Commission and various other people. And in fact, we got a customer in the UK quite early on. That allowed us to be perceived as being bigger than Ireland. So our focus wasn't just on Ireland. We weren't reliant on the Irish sector. We would grow whether or not we were in Ireland. Now that served us very well, and we've got 20 customers in the Irish market, with about 70% of the higher education publicly funded student population accounted for by them. I'm not sure that had we just been working in Ireland, we would have managed that. And in fairness, it was consistent with having to internationalise very early, as most software companies do. The fourth thing I'd probably say is around money and investment. You're going to need investment for the establishment of a software company, but you can get too much too soon, or you can get insufficient in order to get you to where you need to go. And there's a balance. You're going to have to give up equity. You don't want to give up too much too soon, because otherwise you end up on a second or third or fourth round, potentially being diluted down to the stage where it's not going to be worth the promoter's while, having done all of that time and effort to achieve the result.